Hi, everyone. It's Tessa.
And Joe.
From the Unveiling Paradise podcast.
Tessa, summer is almost here, and so many of our listeners are about to have their epic destination wedding.
And we are so excited for you guys.
Before the big day, guys, we want you to make sure you listen to these 3 episodes.
Episode 62, Deep Diving Your Wedding Ceremony.
Episode 53, Questions Your Wedding Guests Will Ask.
And episode 31, the final countdown to your wedding day.
And if you're planning your wedding here in Hawaii, hit us up and ask us about our Unveiling Paradise podcast promo.
Happy planning. Hey, Jet Setters, welcome back. Good morning, Joe.
Hey, Tessa.
How's it going?
So good. How are you doing?
I'm doing super, super good.
That's a lot of super.
I'm doing great. And do you want to know why?
Tell me. What's up?
Because I have a game for you today.
Ooh, I love games.
Do you?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, perfect. So can I explain my game to you?
So this is a wedding game?
It's a wedding game.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it is.
Or is it a podcast game?
Both.
Okay, all right.
It's a wedding game on our podcast.
All right.
So let's call it a podcast wedding game.
I like it. Okay, all right. So what's the rules and how does it go?
Okay, so the game is called This or That. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 2 options of wedding things, I guess. You'll see. You have to choose which one and explain why.
Okay, give me an example.
So for example, veil or no veil. And you
Ooh.
have to choose, and then I'm going to decide whether or not you're right or wrong.
Wait, hold on a second. So, okay, so
I'm the judge.
You're the judge.
Yeah.
And then how do I win? How many points how do you do the points? Like, because I want to win this game.
I mean, if we're going to be honest, you're going to lose. But if we're explaining the rules to people, 10 points if you get it, 0 points if you don't.
Okay, I feel like this is going to be good. Okay.
This might be stacked against you, but we'll see.
All right. Okay, let's get started.
Okay. Welcome to Unveiling Paradise, your go-to destination wedding podcast. I'm Tessa, wedding planner and owner of Fred and Kate Events.
And I'm Joe, wedding and adventure photographer of Joseph Esser Photography. We are based in Hawaii, one of the biggest, most popular locations for destination weddings.
We want to share our real-life experiences with you, give you insight from a professional's perspective, and still make sure you're having fun in the process.
We're huge believers in the fact that planning a destination wedding can be one of the most amazing experiences, and we want to bring you along.
We're so excited to talk with you about weddings, Hawaii, and everything else under the sun.
So pack your bags and let's get started.
Welcome to the show, guys. So today I'm really excited to play this game. And just to give everyone some context, the reason why we're doing this wedding game is because I took some of the most common questions that my clients are asking. And a lot of the times when I get on calls with couples, they have questions. And the questions are sort of, what do you think about this? Or should I do this or should I do this? Or which one makes more sense for my wedding? Or which one do you think I would like more? Mm-hmm. And so really that's what today's game is about. It's really kind of seeing, I think everyone knows Joe and I have very different opinions on a lot of things. So giving us the opportunity to kind of see which is the correct answer in my mind, which is the correct answer in Joe's mind, and at the end of the day, who's smarter?
Okay, so I am like playing the role of like an actual client, or this is just what I think?
I think maybe both, because technically you have been married, so you've gone through this experience of planning a wedding and having, feelings one way or the other.
But I also get to see a ton of weddings, right? So
you're right. So why don't you choose as you would see, or coming in as an expert of being at multiple weddings, what your thought would be?
Okay, I got it. Okay, this is going to be fun. Okay, what do we got? So give me your first thing.
Okay, so the first one, again, of this or that, and this is a tricky one, because I hear people all the time going back and forth, is live band or DJ?
Ooh, I like that. Okay, here's what I'm going to say just off the bat. It depends on how much money you're working with. Okay, so if I had all the money in the world, live band, 100%, definitely. DJs are fun, but one of my favorite weddings that I attended as an actual guest was a wedding where they brought in this like super fun 80s like band called the Spasmatics. And they played like all these like crazy like, Devo hits and all this like super fun stuff. It was so much fun to be like dancing with a live band. I won't ever forget that. So I would say for sure, like if all the money in the world, I'm going to go with the live band.
Okay, I'm going to have to counter you, and this is why.
Okay. Are you going to counter me with everything, or do I ever get an answer that's right?
Well, listen, number one, you're wrong. So let me.
Okay, all right. Sorry, everyone who does live music. Tessa doesn't
Live
like it.
music is awesome, depending on the type of music you like.
Sure.
So you and I together, we've done a lot of really cool weddings, one of them being a rave,
Yeah.
right? If you're going for that rave, techno, like a live band would be super random,
Oh,
right?
but-
Like
okay,
you
so
want
I
the
agree with
lights
you,
and the
yeah,
lasers
yeah.
and the neon and like you just want that vibe. So for
And
me,
a live DJ who's
Yeah.
actually mixing up the music instead of like actually hitting the button. And,
right,
Yeah.
like it would be so amazing. So having a DJ,
It's like a live artist. Sounds like it's a live band almost.
it's not though. See,
Kind
that's the
of.
funny
I don't
thing is
know.
it's a DJ
Yeah.
versus a band. And I picked DJ. Having a DJ, a really, really good DJ,
Okay.
because you can play every type of music. You can go from old school to techno to 80s. You can still have all of that, but they can play everything you want.
But also, I've seen some really great live bands that can do the same thing. So they're like, we're going to play some Michael Jackson and then
They
we're going to play
can't
some Bruno
techno.
Mars. I mean, yeah, okay,
They're
fine.
not singing techno, are they?
Yeah.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
So
But-
I win. Next question.
I don't know if I like you being the judge and jury on this. Okay, but what do you got?
Okay. Next one. Big wedding or small wedding?
Okay. What do you say?
Oh,
I'm going to agree with you. So I can get a point. I need to get a point.
I say small wedding.
Okay, I agree with you.
Oh,
No, actually, I don't.
like when I say small, I'm thinking under 50.
Okay, that's your jam.
Yeah, that's my jam. I think it's more intimate. I think you really have more budget to spend on each person.
Sure.
And you really, like, the couple gets to connect with everyone.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you agree with me?
I can get on board with that. Actually,
you.
as a guest though, I really enjoy a bigger wedding because like sometimes it's super awkward if you're the only person on the dance floor and there's 20 people there. It's like that's weird. But if there's like 100 people and everybody's dancing, that's a good party for me.
It's crowded. I would rather dance by myself
Ah, man,
on the dance
okay.
floor.
All right. Okay. I feel like you got to give me some wins here.
Okay.
All right. What do you got?
Okay. The next question is coming up. And listen, there is a right answer. I'm going to need you to say it.
Okay.
Okay. Wedding planner or DIY?
DIY. Was that the right one?
Why do you hate me?
Oh, man. Okay, no, I know. You have to have a wedding planner. Don't screw around on your wedding day. Okay, if you don't have a budget, right? I'm a big fan of the DIWSE. Do it with somebody else. Like, don't do that yourself. Have somebody that like is a family friend or whatever that can be kind of in charge of connecting with vendors and making sure drop-offs or whatever is happening. If you don't have the budget for a professional wedding planner, of course, you have to give me a point on this one, right? There's no way that either of us would recommend having a wedding without having a professional for that particular role.
Sure. And I hate to say this, but I do agree with you.
You have
know,
to.
I do. So, you know, a wedding planner, obviously, to me, as a wedding planner, makes the most sense. They're there to help guide you, help control everything along the way, manage your day. But if it doesn't work in your budget, do not put yourself in charge of all of the day of details. Hand it off to someone else, for sure.
And when we see that happen, it's always like stressful. It's so stressful for our couples.
10 points to you, Joe.
Yes. Okay. What's the point scale, by the way? Because I think I
think
got
you have
1 so
10,
far. And then that's 10,
and
so I
that's
think
it.
11.
No, it's 10 or 0.
So I didn't get any points yet?
No,
Dang it. Okay.
I know. Sorry.
What do I win?
Nothing.
Great. Okay. I like this.
Okay. The next one is formal attire or casual attire?
Easy, formal.
Really?
It's a big day. Dress up, people. Like, you know, this is like you're going to be taking pictures. You're going to be in front of everyone. Dress up. And this is always my pet peeve. And you guys have heard me say this 100 times. If one person is dressed very formal, the other needs to be dressed really formal. So, I mean, that like you want to match each other. So if it's a bride and a groom, the groom has to wear a tux if she's wearing a ball gown. Or if it's two guys, like you guys better match like nice suits together or whatever it is. But I'm a huge fan of dressing up for weddings and do it big. I mean, this is your once in a lifetime opportunity. Look sharp.
I hate to say this, but I do agree with you.
Why? That's okay to agree. Like I think
don't-
it's good. It's
Man,
fine.
I don't like
10
that,
points.
but I
That's
do.
20 points, guys. Woo!
I love formal attire. You know, like Joe mentioned, it is a once in a lifetime. So when you're in a fabulous wedding dress or in a fabulous tuxedo and everyone's looking sharp, it just makes it so much more special.
Well, let's add this too. Like, what about for the guests, right? So should you ask your guests to dress up more formal, or is it okay for them to be casual? And for me, I like to see everyone dressed up. I mean, they're going to also be in photos. I've seen weddings before where just one random cousin shows up in a t-shirt and jeans and you're like, oh, come on.
Do you
dude.
make them stand on the side for group photos and then just crop them out?
You have to hide them in the background because they just look out of place, right?
Right.
So, I do think, and this is something we talk about, is having a dress code on your invitation. And so guests know what to expect. And I think that's really helpful.
Agree.
So that's another 10 points for me. 30 points? Yes. Okay.
No,
all right. Let's move
can.
on. Let's move on. All right. All right. Okay. What else is next?
Okay, fine. No points. The next one is a tricky one for me. I don't even know what I choose, but would you rather have a dessert bar?
Yeah.
Or late night snack?
Okay. That's easy. Late night snack for sure. Like you're talking about like a taco station or like
French fries.
French fries.
Spam musubi.
Yeah. Like all that. Like I like that. And I think for me, end of the night, like that's, especially if you've been drinking and partying, like that's my go-to. Like if I've been out on the town, like I'm always rolling through Jack in the Box. I'm not going through like Dairy Queen or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
So late night snack.
But dessert bars are so fabulous, So instead of a wedding cake, you have this fabulous array of different types of desserts, of pastries and, cupcakes and macaroons for your guests to eat. And they can kind of snack throughout the evening, but it's a dessert.
Okay, so I already know that I'm not getting points for this because you love cake, you love all that stuff.
I do.
Like for me, I'm more of a savory kind of like, that's my jam.
Oh, I love dessert. So anyway, 10 points for me, 0 for you.
Cake, no, you don't need it. Don't worry about it, guys.
You have to have a wedding cake and a dessert bar.
All right. So I'm still, I think I have,
You have 10 points.
31 points. Okay, got it. All right. All right. What do we got?
Okay, my next question is, for your wedding party, would you rather have large or small?
Okay, got you. So like that's like the entourage, your entourage. Okay.
Your squad.
Okay. I think this is going to be a hard one to answer because it's like you want to be surrounded by your friends. So if you have a lot of friends, you're in like a sorority or fraternity, you probably have a ton of people that you want to be surrounded with. Those are the people that are going to help support you on your wedding day. For some, that might be just a couple people. It might just be one person. So I guess for me, this is a tricky one to answer. Can I say both?
No,
Depending.
that's not how the game
All
works.
right.
You have to choose one.
All right, then I am going to say I like to photograph large wedding parties. And the larger, the better. Like we've had some where it's like 10, 12 on each side. And it's super fun to pose that many people together, and it's like, that's your entourage. It's super cool. It feels really cool. So I'm going to say large.
I have an awkward question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of friends?
No, is that weird?
Did you have a large entourage?
Just you. You're my friend. That's it. Yeah.
Perfect.
No, we like for my wedding, we had five groomsmen, 5 bridesmaids. But that was, again, it was like, those are the people that I wanted to be surrounded with. I don't know if that would be considered a small or large. I think it's pretty medium. But
I'd say medium.
Again, like, I don't think I would want to stack 12 people just to fill in those spaces. And I think that, like, who are your ride or die people? Have them there. And if you have a lot or you have one, that's what you want. But it is really important to have those people with you, getting ready, helping you out, like putting out fires if you need to. So who are those people? That's who you should choose.
Is it awkward that I had 0? I feel like I have a lot of friends, but maybe not.
Man, that is weird. Yeah, no friends.
Darn it.
I would have been your bridesmaid.
You would have been my bridesmaid. Thank you. You would have been my one. So I prefer smaller wedding parties. I think it's always more intimate. All of the weddings that I see, when it's like 1 or 2 people, they're just so much more engaged, right? They're there for each other. It really is a very supportive community versus when it gets bigger, it can get a little chaotic and there's a lot of side conversations and a lot of little things going on. So for me, smaller is always better. So I get the points.
You're not even playing. This is my game.
Oh.
You're letting, you don't get points.
Oh, I thought I was getting points
No,
too.
you don't get any points.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I think if I get to 50, I get tacos or something, right?
I'll get you some tacos.
Okay. But I got to
You won't get to 50.
I'm at 31 right now. So. So no points on that one? Because I thought my answer was actually pretty
It was
solid.
a good answer, but it was the wrong answer. By the judge's mind. That's me.
All right.
Good try, though.
What do we got?
Okay, my next question is, having a +1, yay or nay? Do you allow +1s at your wedding?
Oh, interesting. +1s. I don't know. That's a good one.
Let me qualify it.
Yeah.
What if you don't know the +1?
Okay.
So it's just a rando.
So you're like, so It's Becky plus one. And you're
Becky
like,
plus Becky's guest.
Yeah,
You don't know him.
yeah.
You don't know her. You don't know Becky's
Yeah.
friend,
yeah.
boyfriend, whatever. Who's that?
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
But Becky doesn't know anyone else at the wedding.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's easy then. For sure. Plus one.
Really?
Yeah. Why not? And
What if your guest count is small and now Becky's plus one
there
is taking
are so
one?
many qualifiers to this question. There's no way I'm going to get it right. Becky's plus one may have just come out of prison. I'm like,
Right?
oh, okay,
Yeah,
then maybe.
Yeah, right? Do we bring Becky's prison friend or no?
I think we do. I think we need a little extra like
For
pizzazz.
entertainment.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go plus one. Easy. That's a no-brainer.
Interesting.
For how many points?
0.
No,
Because
that's
listen,
I
this
win.
is listen.
Okay, I win.
Can I give you my thought?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of no plus ones, only because a lot of, again, if you think to the fact that I like smaller weddings, there is assigned seats for each person, right? We only have, say, 50. If we're giving 10 of our friends plus ones, that's 10 seats. That's 1/5 of your seats that you're giving to people that you don't know.
Okay, so let's talk about this then. It's about budget too then. If you're gonna have a small wedding, then yeah, probably keep it super intimate. But if it's a large wedding, I don't see a problem with letting people bring their dates or whoever they want to bring. I think that's okay. So I guess the answer is going to be really defined by how large you want your event to be. And if you want it to be small and intimate, then yeah,
What if you don't like the plus one?
that's too bad.
More qualifiers.
All right, so I'm going to take 5 points for that. So I'm at 36. My answers are on
How
point.
did you get that 1 point? I don't remember
know.
giving.
I'm taking it though. I have 14 more guys and I'm getting tacos. All right, keep them coming. Can we just keep playing until like I get to that 50?
Well, what if we just stop now?
No. We have so many good ones. I need 14 more points. I can do it. Okay, let's go.
I believe in you. Okay.
You're the judge though.
I
This
know.
is tricky. Okay,
You're
all
not
right.
going to win. I'm sorry. Okay, the next one is whether or not you do an unplugged ceremony. Yes or no. So first, I want to explain what an unplugged ceremony is.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
It's when the minister trips on the microphone cord.
You got it.
So yeah, it's the PA system's down.
Joe, explain to people what an unplugged ceremony is.
Okay, it's actually weird because I don't think it's the correct word. Unplugged means you want all of your guests to put their phones down and not take pictures and
Phones,
just
cameras.
but nobody's phones are plugged in at the same time. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just like, what's the right word to say? Like it's
Device free.
device free. I like that.
I
It
like
doesn't
that.
sound as cool. But
Let's start a trend.
so everyone, quick announcement. This is a device free ceremony.
Yep.
Do it. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Changing it up. So for me, I'm going to answer this 2 ways. I'm already giving myself 5 points. So I'm at
Stop.
41 now. Okay. So good. But 2 things. One, when you have a device-free ceremony, your guests get to be present. They get to enjoy. They don't feel the burden of having to take pictures for you. And so as a photographer, we get to have that burden and, don't screw up, Joe.
Don't screw up, Joe.
Yeah. And also, the second thing I would say is for your photos, and this has happened to me before, Auntie has like not an iPhone, but an iPad.
And the big ones.
The big jumbo iPad. And she's taking pictures. She's down the aisle. And like, what happens? That ruins our photos. And it looks really weird. And it looks super dated in the photos. So I say yes, device free.
Joe, did you ever do a wedding where Uncle has his iPad and he's standing behind the altar? So he's literally.
Yes.
I've had that. I'm like, oh, Uncle, can you move to the side? I'm so sorry, but they just get so engrossed or just so into it that they are like standing at the altar with the couple.
I think that's the thing, though, is I think a lot of family members feel a burden to have that responsibility to photograph, to record and document your wedding. They don't need to do that. You've hired professionals. Just let them do their thing.
Counterpoint.
Wait, so 41 points. I already know I got that. I killed that one. That was good. That was super good.
Counterpoint.
We even created a new word, device free.
Yeah, that was really fun of us.
So 41 points. Okay. All right, moving on. What are you, I don't want to hear your counterpoint. I want my points.
I know, you're not listening.
All right, okay, go.
So this is my thought, right? A lot of my couples have that need for instant gratification, right? They want to have those photos, the videos on social media, tagged, their hashtag, like everything right now. And so having a photographer and a videographer professional is great, but you don't get those pictures that second. Whereas when people are taking their pictures, posting, tagging, they can relive that moment, right? So at the end of the night, they're going through their social media, they're looking at all those pictures, the videos, and they love that. The wedding's over and they still have all of that excitement immediately. It's that instant gratification that I think a lot of people need right now.
Oh my God, I love that you just said that, because I am going to give myself 2 bonus points, and this is how I'm going to get them.
You can't give yourself
I am doing
bonus
it. Okay,
points.
hold on. So if you need that instant gratification, Tessa, do you know you can actually hire someone? This is the new thing that's trending right now. It's a social content creator. You hire someone who takes over, hacks your like Instagram account, and is taking pictures, taking video, creating little reels, creating little stories throughout the day, posting it in real time. And you don't have your family having to do that. So if you have that need for instant gratification, you can actually hire someone to do that for you. I love it. 2 extra points.
Love that. You know what?
Yes.
You get 2 points.
Yes.
For that.
Okay. 43. I'm 7 away from.
I do love that idea a lot because, again, right, it still relieves that pressure from your family and friends, but you still get that instant gratification that I think they're looking for with social media.
Yes.
Damn.
Taco Bell, here I come. Yes. All right.
Okay. The next one is directed to you specifically.
Ooh, okay.
The next one is for photos, film, or digital.
So for me, I started learning photography on an actual film body. So, where you load the film and everything like that. And I love it. I think it's just a gorgeous, timeless format. If you look at these really big name photographers like Jose Villa or whoever, they shoot predominantly all film. And their work is gorgeous. And they charge hundreds of thousands of dollars to shoot in film. It's tricky. It's not something that's really fast, but it's gorgeous. I think film, for me personally, looks timeless. When we have the opportunity to shoot film, I'm all about it. But a lot of times, I don't want to answer this too much. I'm going to say film. But a lot of times digital is just so much more forgiving for a wedding because you can just shoot a million photos. You don't have to be loading film. I personally love the look of film.
Okay, so heard. I'm going to have to disagree with you. So you get 0 points.
What, you don't like the look of film?
Well, I like the look of film, but my thought is with digital, like, there's some photographers where you get your pictures back and you have it edited in 5 different ways, one of them being a film look.
Sure.
As a non-photographer, non-skilled anything, they look the same to me, so I understand all of the work that goes into film. I don't think I have a good enough eye or knowledge to understand the difference. So I like the look of film, but in my head, you can get it through digital. You can also get the black and white on digital and the,
sure,
I don't know, the colors or whatever, so for me, digital, you get the best of all worlds.
Sure. And I think that's true. I think a lot of the ways that we can edit digital now can have a look. If you do have a discerning eye for photography, you will notice there are some major, major differences in the way that film actually captures images. But for most people, I kind of agree with you. I don't think most people would notice that enough to say it's worth that. The thing about film also is that it's way more expensive than digital because film is not the status quo anymore. Finding a lab to process your rolls of film, the film itself costs a lot of money. Digital is basically free, right? And so if you're into film, you have to know that you're going to pay a lot more. It's just more expensive. But I think digital is a much better choice for most weddings.
So what I heard is that Tessa is right.
What you've heard is that I haven't got my tacos yet. So
perfect.
Let's keep going. I will get a better answer next
That's
time.
perfect because we only have 2 more questions.
Okay.
I can't imagine you're going to win.
Okay, next.
Okay.
What do I have? How many? I have 43 points?
I think you have 31.
No, 43. I definitely have 43. Okay, 43 points. I need 7 more. This next one is worth 7 points.
Good try.
All right, let's
be
do
worth
it.
1.
No, it's got to be worth 7. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so
big
at the
finale. All right, here we go.
At the end of the ceremony, when you're walking out, and the big kiss, flower toss or bubbles?
Oh, flower toss or bubbles. Dang it, that's a tricky one.
There's only one right answer.
Oh, man. Oh, dang it. Like, that is such a good one, and it's so tricky for me. I love a flower shower. I think it's easy to do. I honestly think it photographs the best, but bubbles are so fun.
So you're a child.
They are fun. I mean, and the kids can get involved and man, that is a tricky one. I'm going with bubbles. And also,
Really?
I'll say one more thing about bubbles, and this is my argument here. They don't get in your hair. They don't mess up. They don't get everywhere. You don't have to pick it up. You don't have to clean up. It's nice and clean and neat. Flowers kind of make a mess. So I'm going to go bubbles. for 7 points. What do we have? Are we there? Am I my tacos yet?
I'm kind of bummed to say that I say bubbles too.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wait, we have.
And let me say why.
All
Let
right.
me say why. For me, flower petals, it's pretty, it's nice, but it, like you said, it's always in someone's hair, or because they're actual physical petals, I've seen pictures where it just happens to land right when it's blocking someone's eye,
Yeah.
right? Like it's with bubbles. What I love is, like you said, it's clean. Because of the sunlight, you have that kind of rainbow effect on it. They're so pretty.
Oh, I am so excited. I get
love
tacos.
it. And I'm so excited, but I'm so bummed.
Wait, okay, so I got to 50 points then. When I'm taking my 50 points, but we still have one more question
We
left.
do have one more
Oh my
question.
gosh.
I know. And we've talked about it before, but I feel like I get this question a lot and it's an important one. So I just want to put it there on the table again for us.
Okay, all right. So
Okay.
if we get, what we're going to do bonus points, and if we get bonus points, do you get tacos too? Or?
Yeah. Then we can
all
both get tacos.
Okay, well, I'm rooting for you.
Perfect. Thanks. Okay. The last question is a big one. And it, again, comes back to a previous conversation we had, whether or not to do a first look. So first look, yes or no,
Okay, yeah, all right.
right?
Do you want to answer it? Or do you want me to? Because this is the bonus round, and the tacos are on the line for you.
I know tacos are on the line. And so I'm going to answer first.
Yes.
I just want to kind of, again, explain to people, right, what the first look is. And that is taking the time to see each other as a couple privately before the actual ceremony.
Okay,
Okay.
yay or nay?
I say yay.
Wrong
is yay.
answer. Oh,
What?
sorry, no
Stop.
tacos for me.
I know your answer.
Sorry, Tessa.
I know your answer. I know what you're
You're
going to say.
right. You're totally right. Okay. And we love the first look for the reason that it does a lot of things. It breaks the ice beforehand. You have all the time to take all your pictures before the ceremony. So you can have that time right after the ceremony to jump in your cocktail hour, be present at your wedding. It's really helpful. And I think, like, we talk about this a lot, like traditions, a lot of them are just really antiquated and dated. Like,
They're made to be broken.
yeah. So, I mean, I think, what do you want in your taco, I guess?
I mean, I like salsa and guacamole.
What about some meat or something?
I don't eat a lot of meat.
All right.
Tofu.
So, your taco sounds horrible. It's like
I know.
salsa and guacamole.
It makes me happy.
Carne asada. Let's do this. Okay, perfect. Well, that was fun. I liked it. I can't believe I actually won. I didn't think it was going to happen. I also gave myself all
I
the
think
points.
you cheated. So I don't think you were meant to win. Somehow you created your own game within my game and then won your game. And somehow now I'm buying you tacos.
Yes, and I am winning. Thank you, world. All right. I actually had a lot of fun. I can't wait. Where are we going? Where's the best taco stand in Hawaii?
I don't know, guys. Give us some tips, advice. Where are we getting these tacos?
All right.
Who's dropping it off for us?
Yeah.
Maybe someone will buy us tacos.
Grubhub, where are we at? All right. As always, thank you guys so much for listening. Send us your questions. Send us anything that you want us to talk about. We love hearing from you guys. And we'd like to send a special shout out to all of our sponsors for the show. We have some new advertisers. We're so happy to have them.
Thank you so much.
Yay. And with that, it's a wrap.
A taco wrap?
Is that a thing?
A gordita? I don't know.
And with that, it is a taco wrap.
That was my line. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Unveiling Paradise.
If you enjoy our show, please follow us and rate us on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. It would really mean a lot.
And don't forget to also get on our mailing list and follow us on Instagram. Just do it already.
Until next time, this is Tessa.
And this is Joe.
And don't forget, your happily ever after
It's just a plane ride away.